There's one terrifying detail hiding in plain sight, and if it's true, then everything the people in this town have been fighting for might have been the exact thing the town wanted them to do. The season 4 finale of From is almost here, and after everything we saw in episode 9, it feels like the story is standing on the edge of complete collapse. The bottle tree is about to fall. The bones of the children are about to be uncovered. Victor is locked away. And the boy in white gave a warning nobody listened to. That is never random in this show. Because in From, warnings are never there to build tension. They are there to tell you exactly how bad things are about to get. And this finale feels different. Not bigger. Worse. Because this doesn't feel like the kind of ending where one mystery gets solved. It feels like the kind of ending where everything breaks at once. So I've got 8 finale predictions. And I ranked them from the safest possible outcome all the way to the most insane theory that could completely change how we see this entire town. We start with the obvious. And then we go deeper. Because by the time we reach number 1, I think we may finally understand what this place really is. Let's start climbing. Number 8. The bottle tree falls. This is the safest prediction on the board. Honestly, it's almost guaranteed. Episode 9 spent too much time setting it up for it not to happen. Boyd made the plan. Kenny helped organize it. The rope ladder is ready. And the whole point is simple. Pull up the tree, create an escape route, and save Jade and Tabitha from the tunnels. On paper, it sounds smart. Maybe even heroic. But in this show, the smartest plan is usually the most dangerous one. Because right before all this, the boy in white told Victor something very specific. Do not let them pull down that tree. That warning changes everything. And think about it. Why would he care so much? That tree isn't just decoration. It's connected to the tunnels. It sits directly over the buried children. And it's tied to the strange bottle symbols we still don't fully understand. That means the tree is part of the system. A structure. A ritual. Maybe even a lock. And if it's a lock, what happens when you break it? That's why I think the moment that tree comes down, the town reacts. The ground shakes. The sky turns red. The energy shifts. Not because the town is dying, but because something underneath it is waking up. And that leads to number 7. Someone important dies. Every single season finale of From collects a price. That's the pattern. The show builds hope, then takes blood for it. And this season has been preparing us for a major death. The emotional weight is too heavy. Too many characters are walking into impossible danger. Boyd, Victor, Kenny, Tabitha, Jade, even Donna. And here's what makes this terrifying. It won't be random. It will matter. It will hurt. Because the best way to make a finale unforgettable is not killing a side character. It's taking someone who has survived everything. Someone we trust. Someone who feels untouchable. That's why Victor worries me the most. He's the oldest living memory of this place. He knows things nobody else does. And now he's locked away, while the exact thing he warned against is happening. That feels deliberate. Like the story is isolating him before something terrible happens. But there's another possibility. Boyd. And if Boyd dies, the entire balance of the town changes. Because Boyd isn't just a survivor. He's the center, the leader, the fighter. The man who keeps everyone moving. Without him, fear wins. And from love's emotional destruction. That brings us to number 6. The talismans stop working. And this one may be the scariest. Because if the talismans fail, everything changes overnight. Think about how this show started. Simple rules. Get inside. Close the windows. Hang the talisman. Survive till morning. That's been the only system keeping people alive. But now cracks are showing. The creatures are changing. They're getting smarter, bolder, breaking patterns. And the man in yellow already walked into places that should have been protected. That matters. A lot. Because it means the rules are shifting. And if the bottle tree really is connected to the town's protection, then destroying it could destroy the talismans too. Imagine that. Night falls. Everyone runs home. Doors locked. Talismans hanging. And then nothing happens. No protection. No barrier. Just monsters walking through like the doors were never closed. That would create pure chaos. Not just death. Panic. The kind of panic that tears people apart. And remember what the man in yellow said. His favorite part is the ending. The part where they tear each other apart. What if he wasn't talking about the monsters killing them? What if he meant the people? What if the finale isn't about survival, but about watching the town destroy itself? And if that happens, then the next predictions get much darker. Number 5. Fatima is not dying. She's changing. And I think the finale finally proves it. Look at everything the show has been telling us. Her body is breaking down. Her veins are darkening. Her hair is falling out. And everyone keeps calling it sickness. But this doesn't feel like sickness. It feels like transformation. Because From has shown us before that this town changes people. Not just mentally, physically. And Fatima has been connected to that darkness ever since the birth. That's the key. That baby was never normal. It was part of the cycle. Part of the ritual. And if Smiley really came from that process, then Fatima may not just be connected to him. She may be tied to what created him. That's huge. Because the trailer shows Smiley heading toward her. And I don't think he's going there to kill her. I think he's going there to finish what started. To complete the change. Maybe Fatima becomes one of them. Maybe she becomes something worse. Or maybe she becomes something new. A bridge. Half human. Half creature. And if that happens, she could become the key to understanding what these monsters really are. Not hunters. Not demons. Former people. Changed by the town. Which brings us to number 4. Henry attacks Victor. This is one of the darkest predictions. Because Henry's mind is breaking. The fake world around him keeps pushing one idea. Victor is the problem. Victor is the anchor. Victor has to go. That's not random. That's manipulation. And we've seen how the man in yellow works. He doesn't force people. He guides them. Pushes them. Makes them think the choice was theirs. And now Henry is being pushed toward the worst possible choice. Killing his own son. Think about how cruel that is. Victor has spent decades surviving monsters. But the thing that might kill him is his father. Not because Henry wants it. Because something else wants it. And here's why Victor matters. Victor remembers. More than anyone. His memories are broken, but they're still there. And memories are dangerous in this town. Because memory leads to truth. That's why I think Victor is being targeted. Not for revenge. For silence. And if Henry reaches that cell, it may be the emotional breaking point of the whole finale. But now we get into the dangerous theories. Number 3. The bones are not the answer. They are the trap. This is where I think everyone is getting it wrong. Jade believes the bones can break the cycle. Tabitha believes uncovering them can save the children. Boyd believes this is the only chance. But what if all of them are wrong? Go back to the pattern. Every time someone gets close to understanding this place, the truth twists. It's never simple. Never clean. And the man in yellow already warned them. He said uncovering the bones could bring salvation or suffering. That matters. Because he never lies. He misdirects. That's his game. And if both things are true, then the bones aren't freedom. They're a trigger. Something buried for a reason. Something meant to stay hidden. Think about the setup. A giant stone. Children buried beneath it. A tree directly above it. Symbols connected to it. That doesn't sound like a grave. That sounds like containment. Like something was sealed. And now Jade and Tabitha are opening it. That means the entire season may have been leading toward the exact mistake the town wanted them to make. Not escape. Release. And if that's true, everything changes. Because then the monsters outside, they were never the main threat. They were guards. Keeping something deeper locked away. That's why they're panicking now. That's why they woke up the second the digging started. Not to stop Jade. To protect the seal. And if that seal breaks, the finale may introduce something far older than the creatures we know. Something stronger. Smarter. Something even the man in yellow fears. And now we're getting close to the top. Because the next 2 predictions? They're the ones that could completely rewrite the mythology of From. And if even one of them happens, Season 5 changes forever. Number 2. Sophia survives. and nobody finds out what she really is. This might be the cruelest ending possible, because everything is lined up for a reveal. The clues are there. The photo, the lies, the strange behavior. Elgin figured it out. And that's the problem. Because in this show, figuring out the truth usually gets you killed. Elgin became dangerous the moment he understood Sophia wasn't human. The moment he saw her standing in a photograph she should never have been in, the game changed. And her reaction said everything. No panic. No fear. Just acceptance. Like she already knew this moment would come. That means she's been ahead of everyone. Playing the long game. Watching. Waiting. Sabotaging. And I think that continues into the finale. Because if Sophia gets exposed now, the tension ends. The town learns. They adapt. They fight back. But if she survives? If she keeps walking around with everyone still trusting her? That's worse. Much worse. Because that means the enemy is still inside. Still close. Still listening. Still feeding information back to whatever controls this place. And imagine the ending. Bodies everywhere. Chaos in the streets. The talismans broken. The tree gone. And in the middle of all that, Sophia standing calm. Untouched. Watching. That's horror. Not because she wins loudly. Because she wins quietly. And the town never even knows. But now we reach number 1. The biggest prediction. The insane one. The man in yellow is not the top of the pyramid. He answers to something else. This changes everything. Because all season, the man in yellow has felt like the final boss. The one pulling strings. The one who knows the rules. The one controlling the suffering. But look closer. He doesn't act like a creator. He acts like a watcher. A collector. He enjoys the ending. He enjoys pain. He talks like someone watching the show unfold. Not someone who built the stage. And that matters. Because this town is too complex. Too old. Too carefully designed. The bottle tree. The children. The symbols. The rituals. The monsters. The cycles. This wasn't random. It was built. Created. Engineered. And that means someone made it. Someone older. Something bigger. Something we haven't seen yet. What if the man in yellow is just another servant? A face. A mask. A middleman. That would explain everything. Why he feeds. Why he manipulates. Why he never fully acts. Because his job isn't to rule. It's to maintain. To keep the machine running. To keep the suffering flowing. And if the bones break the seal and the tree falls, I think we see it. Not fully. Just enough. A shape. A sound. A presence. Something beneath the town. Something ancient. Something that makes even the man in yellow step back. That would be the perfect finale. Not answers. Perspective. The moment we realize the monster we feared for 4 seasons was only the gatekeeper. And the real thing has been sleeping below us the whole time. That's the nightmare. And look at how all 8 predictions connect. The tree falls. The seal breaks. The talismans fail. The monsters change. Fatima transforms. Victor gets targeted. Sophia escapes. And something older wakes up. That's not 8 separate events. That's one chain reaction. One disaster. One ending. Because from finales don't happen one piece at a time. They explode all at once. Every fuse. Every story. Every secret. At the same time. And when the credits roll, I think this town will never look the same again. So now I want to know, which prediction do you think actually happens? And which one sounds completely insane? And the big question, if the man in yellow isn't the real power, then who is? Because, if I'm right, Season 4 isn't ending. It's opening the door to something far worse.